Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Princess Peach Showtime. It's time for a new play to get to. It's the Mermaid one, so it's time to go under the sea.
Under the sea.
Hopefully it's better than when Kingdom Hearts tried it.
It is, but like it's still kind of standard, I think, personally.
So my niece is huge into Ariel and Little Mermaid stuff at the moment. And so she's been watching the Disney Junior show, which a lot of people were like, oh man, they made Ariel black. This is woke for children. And then fun fact, the thing that confused my niece, who is 2 years old, wasn't that Ariel was black, but was that they made Ursula a good guy. And she's like, what?
Wait, what? Wait.
Yeah, because
Hold
my niece, she's always talking about Little Mermaid, and she'll go, "That's Ursula. She's not nice. She took Ariel's voice." That's literally what she'll say. And so apparently this is a different Ursula that's nice for some reason. I don't know why she's nice. I'm not into the Disney Junior Ariel TV show lore. I'm not a hardcore fan. I'm just a casual spectator. But you know,
Okay.
just so you're aware.
I am going to look this up. Okay, Ursula 2023 on the Villains Wiki.
So it's not the movie, it's the Disney Junior show. So
Oh, I thought you meant the movie.
yeah, no.
I was like, that's a weird direction to
The
take.
Disney Junior show? Okay, I was going to say, like, the 2023
I think in
version
the
is still listed as a
2023
villain.
movie, she is still evil, but...
Okay. Ursula Disney Junior.
Did they ever make, in the 90s, a Little Mermaid TV show? Because they made a lot of TV shows around that time. There was a Timon and Pumbaa show, there was a Aladdin show, there was a Emperor's New Groove show, a Hercules show. There were so many shows.
I know there was a direct-to-video sequel, but that was about it.
Oh yeah, that one had Ursula's crazy sister.
Okay, she's just, like, a good person in general in that continuity. Okay.
That's weird.
I thought they might have done something clever, like a redemption arc or something.
Oh no! This show's literally for toddlers. They're not
Yeah,
doing anything
that's
clever.
probably why they didn't make her a bad guy. Don't really need one in a show aimed that young, do you?
And again, yeah, like even in like the Mickey Mouse cartoons, like Pete won't even really be mean. He'll be like kind of a little rude sometimes, you know.
Yo, speaking of the Mickey Mouse cartoons, though, they're actually really good. The ones that are on YouTube.
Oh, like the 2D animated ones. Oh yeah.
Yes. Speaking specifically of that,
I
those are
love those
so
ones.
good.
The one with What Happened?
Yeah. What happened?
What happened?
And when he's stalking Minnie and he's just like, I'm obsessed with you.
The one that
Like,
I remember
Jesus.
is like Mickey's going on and on about like the trial that they're going through, and then Donald would just go and then just smash whatever they're doing, and I'm like, dude, chill out.
The one I think of most is honestly kind of a weirdly sentimental one because the voice for Minnie was married to the voice of Mickey for a long period of time.
Oh, I remember
But
that.
obviously, the Mickey's voice actor died before she did. So the last thing she did for Minnie was the episode where she does like a love song for him.
Oh,
no. Wait.
oh.
Oh, no.
Now I'm gonna
That's
cry.
heartbreaking.
That's kind of heartwarming, actually.
That's heartwarming and heartbreaking at the same time. Oh, no.
Have you ever thought about how in every piece of mermaid media, the mermaid hair is always like perfect and pristine, even if they're in under the water, where it would be like all flayed out and terrible looking?
Mermaid magic.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of mermaid media where they're just actual fish people, like the Zora or something. So.
Oh
you know.
yeah, and not having hair is an easy solution to that problem. That's true. But just as someone with long hair, I can tell you that swimming with it, your hair doesn't generally look like that. It looks either like plastered to the back of your head or on your face, or like going all over the place. Oh, do you have a sing
Yeah.
button? Oh man.
Okay, so how this works is you sing and you can control fish and other little things. I am trying to figure out exactly how this works.
I'm getting Echo the Dolphin vibes for some reason.
So while you're pressing the sing button,
Oh,
you
kind
control
of.
the fish and not Peach? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, Aquaman! Aquaman, you can talk to fish. Oh, boy.
They didn't give Aquaman a fish's ass, though. They only half committed.
Oh, you found the thingy, though.
Yeah, I figured it out.
Is the mermaid stuff all in 2D?
I mean, the game's inherently in 2D with a little bit of 3D, but...
Okay, so... What are we doing here? Oh.
We're singing
We're
a song.
singing!
'Cause that's all mermaids know how to do, apparently.
I feel like the idea of mermaids singing underwater is kind of like misguided. Because
Well,
sound travels like shit underwater.
Well, the lore of mermaids, the hashtag lore, well, is that mermaids came, like, sailors would hear mermaids singing and then be drawn to them, and then the mermaids would, like, eat them or kill them or whatever.
Oh, it's Siren Song.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that sounds like it got mixed up with sirens.
Oh, I'm sure that they share similar, origins and whatnot. And so, like, the singing is a big part of mermaids, so when you're adapting it for a kid's property, having them be, like, performers is a natural way to keep that element while it not being, like, terrifying.
The one day I don't check for Windows updates before starting commentary is the one day they update Windows 11. Thank you, Microsoft. Great. Ugh. Okay, so how do these levels actually play, though? Like,
The middle of the road. What you're basically doing is you're just directing the fish to do stuff for you, which means it's kind of adventure gamey. In that sense.
It's almost like a mouse cursor. You're just like scrolling them around and being like, click on this.
You missed one in the other clam. No.
I know.
I just had flashbacks to Pac-Man 2: The New Adventure and that stupid fucking slingshot.
Wait, I unironically want to play that so bad just because it looks horrendous, but
Listen,
it
the
also looks
sprite
really
work
funny.
for Pac-Man is impeccable in that game. He looks like such a douchebag. It's great. I kind of am now imagining Peach with some of those same expressions now, and I would love that, actually.
Peach with the smug strut.
Yeah, where she... I can honestly imagine her doing it, too, where she's like, yeah, I know it.
Well, as a mermaid underwater, I guess the equivalent to that would be a smug side paddle.
I wonder if they got Peach's voice actress to do the singing for this, too.
I mean, I'd be surprised if not. It's all just a bunch of basic,
Yeah, but her voice does have a lot of good vibrato to it, which, if you're not a trained vocalist, can be somewhat difficult to learn.
Fair enough, yeah.
Although, I'm sure you could probably digitally edit a good amount of that, too, nowadays. So it might not be something that you might, like you said, you might just need to be able to, do a pretty basic scale, and then it would be fine.
Ugh.
Especially in something like this where it's not really the focus.
Yeah, she's not, like, singing a real song. She's just doing a couple of notes. Oh, you know what? This kind of shit, maybe not with the fish, honestly. But this is the kind of stuff you should have been doing in the detective level. Yes, I agree.
Because,
like, I'm looking at this puzzle here, and I mean, obviously it's not brain taxing, but, like, that's the... Okay.
but
We
it's
murdered a man.
interactive.
Yeah, exactly. This is, like, the kind of stuff you would assume a detective would do. Like... Well, not... You know what I mean. Like, that kind of minigame is something that I would imagine would make sense in a detective stuff.
Like, I gotta give props to the stage production team for filling their set with actual water and expecting their actors to breathe in it. I mean, usually when these levels do stuff with special effects, you can like see how they're doing the special effect, like it's a horse on strings or it's made of cardboard. But no, just actual water everywhere.
Yeah, the practical effects are really breathtaking, but unfortunately the audience's breath was taken away by the crushing water before the performance. They all died.
The end.
Rip. I do like how the turtle looks though. I got very excited about this turtle.
Why do the eagles just look like they don't want to be here?
Because they were sad because the musicians got taken away. Oh, that's
okay.
what the eels remind me. Did you guys ever, as kids, have like the little snake that was made of wood, and that if you wiggled it, it would wiggle? That's what the eels are reminding me of.
They're probably based on those, to be fair.
That would make sense if that's what they were. If that's what they were based on. I wonder if they did any practical effects for this game. If you play Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door on Switch, and you unlock some of the extra concept art and stuff like that, you'll see that for making the game, they actually did do some papercraft in order to see how they should model certain areas of the game, which is neat. And I know for sure that when they made Yoshi's Woolly World, they had someone crochet many of the models to, make sure that it looked right in the game. So I'm wondering if they did anything like that for this as well. Maybe someone at Goodfeel is just like really into arts and crafts and wants to get paid for their hobby.
That wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah, that honestly checks out with how much they work on and the general recurring themes that we see with the studio.
Well, I mean, it's striking. I'll give it that.
It also seems to me that it's something that they like doing because it's a visually impressive effect that I think that they can do without necessarily needing the high polygon count, or a high resolution, which is clearly where the Switch struggles in terms of performance. Because Goodfield's always done very distinctive art styles. Like the other game that they did before Kirby and Yoshi was Wario Land on the Wii, which was like...
Oh, I hear good things about that.
I've only played a couple of stages. It was fun, but like the game looks like an interactive cartoon. It's gorgeous. Unfortunately, it's only in 4:3 though. If you try to play in 16:9, it just letterboxes the screen, which is disappointing. I mean, the game came out in like 2009, so I suppose that's fair, but still, it would have been.
It's kind of in that transitional era. Yeah.
I don't know how the game was coded, but it must have been some sort of problem with rendering where if you tried to do a bigger screen and have more level to it, it would have given you trouble.
I like how the boss store appears and Stella's first words are, "Oh, someone told me the store had us a special dress. We should go take a look." Priorities.
And Ryan's just like,
Time to beat someone
no
up.
shop. No shop, only punch.
Well, I mean, depending on the nature of the boss fight, it might be a fish off for all we know at this point in the game. I really need to get myself a copy of this game.
It does look really neat. My only thing is that I've got so many games in my backlog already, not counting stuff I have on like Steam. Oh God, yeah, my to play pile of physical games is several cases high. So I'd want to wait for something like a pretty big sale. Oh, they're doing the Alice in Wonderland thing. Oh,
yeah,
man.
It was only a matter of time. The Cheshire Cat just never goes away.
Well, no, he does go away. That's like his whole thing.
He might go away, but he is also eternal.
It's just like, I guess because it's one of the most striking images from Alice in Wonderland and from the Disney movie. It's like, it's one of those things that just, every adaptation that even goes slightly adjacent to the concept of Alice in Wonderland has to have it prominently displayed there.
If I remember correctly, in terms of it's either Alice in Wonderland or a different Disney movie. Alice in Wonderland.
Projector Cat. Wait, I'm sorry, but I forgot that it was named that.
Well, yeah, it has to be. It has to be based off a light fixture of some kind.
But the Disney version of Alice in Wonderland had multiple directors, and they were all basically just directing different scenes from the book. So effectively, they were all just trying to one-up each other and make the wackiest, most visually striking scene, which is probably why there's so much that movie. A, feels so disjointed, and B, is just I guess the source material is kind of just, here's a cool thing, here's a different cool thing. So I suppose it kind of works. But that's definitely something that you find interesting. Is the guy making the Cheshire Cat scene was probably like, this guy needs to be way cooler than Steve's stupid thing.
Okay, well, this seems to be pretty basic. Get the bomb to go and then knock it into his face, right?
This feels the most Nintendo boss fighty of the boss fights so far.
I mean, when you boil it down, isn't it just the head and two hands again?
I mean, kinda, yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
All have a floating head, very original, with two floating hands. Ooh, daring today, aren't we?
I want to do something like that at the, go to Wendy's, order a Krabby Patty, and basically order the guy ordered and see if the customer reacts that way.
We serve food here, sir.
Here, sir.
I feel really bad for all the people who are working at Wendy's. And, well, I mean, to be fair, they can go, sir, this is a Wendy's in real life. So, it can't be that bad, but,
I wonder if you could, get in trouble for, sassing back like that, though. Sir, this is a Wendy's. Even if it's meme acknowledgement,
It depends on your manager and how much of a fuck your manager gives. As someone who's worked food service before, if you have an uptight manager, then yes, you can't get in trouble for that. If you have a manager who understands that you're working a minimum wage job and you hate it there, then they'll be fine. They'll be just like, I didn't hear nothing. Yeah, what? You're crazy, sir. It won't happen again. Here, take this coupon and leave us the fuck alone. So, what are you trying to do with the bomb exactly? He has to suck up the bomb?
I think when it does this attack here, where it brings the two ghostly summon hands, it will bounce the bomb up, and it just needs to be directly below the glowing purple light to make it hit.
Okay.
Yeah, basically. It's pretty simple.
Seems a bit boring, kind of like a wait until the thing happens kind of boss.
Yeah,
I think this one was probably one of the more forgettable bosses in the game.
Yeah, the first two looked pretty neat. This one does seem a little bit ho-hum. I agree. How many floors are there in this game?
I think there are 2 more we have to go through, and then the final boss. Because there has to be enough for everything to get 2 levels and then the one in the basement.
Well, that enemy was something else, huh? Well, not really. It was actually the easiest boss so far.
It was a cat.
Also, we unlocked the elevator.
Yo, thank Christ.
I like how the hub world's rooms all get glitzed up after you beat the boss.
Yeah.
Yeah, they found the light switch.
I enjoy hub worlds that show a visual representation of how much you've been improving things by progressing through the game. Kind of like how in Sunshine the mess will gradually recede.
Yeah, and the sun, the little cone of sunshine in Delfino Plaza will
expand.
Yeah, that's pretty neat. Yeah,
it slowly gets brighter.
My
and
favorite
brighter.
one, I think, is probably Mario Galaxy, and how the Comet Observatory track gets more and more instruments as you unlock more domes. Man.
Oh yeah, I love audio cues like that too.